Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Toriiseju and I do beauty, lifestyle and natural hair videos. So please don't forget to like, share and hit that subscribe button. And you can tell from the title, in this video I'm going to be talking about 10 natural hair hacks that I've used that helped to grow my hair. And if you're looking to grow your hair, keep on watching this video. No one ever makes me feel. The first hack is changing your mindset on hair growth oil, rather focus on retaining length. I know there might be like a lot of hair growth oil going around. Even me myself, I use hair growth oil. They're important, they're useful, they help. But if you're not focusing on retaining length, you're going to see that your hair is not going past a certain length. Your hair is stagnant and you get frustrated. The reason is because you're more focused on getting products or buying hair growth oil or using products rather than focusing on the technique and the technicality of having a natural hair. What I mean by technicality is, do you have a good routine? Are you focusing on your protective hairstyle? What protective hairstyles are you doing? Like, there are a lot of things that go into retaining length, and also there are important things that you need to know, and I'll have a more detailed video on this, but this is something I need to work on. Focusing on your hair care routine is so important, and also thinking of the technicality of having natural hair rather than just buying products, because products only do much, rather it's how you take care of your hair that matters in with growing longer hair. So change your mindset from hair growth oil products, rather focus on retaining length. Like, watch more videos on how to retain length, or like and things you need to do on retaining length and all of that. I have lots of videos on that, or link them down. But change your mindset from that. That's really important. I'm not saying hair growth oils are not important, but if you're still doing the wrong things and using that hair growth oil, your hair is still going to be stagnant. So you need to change your mindset on that. The second hack I'm going to talk about is focusing on your ends and your scalp. Your ends are the oldest part of your hair. That's also part of your retaining length. Important part of your hair is your scalp and your ends. You need to take good care of them. Your ends, because they're the oldest part of your hair, and if they are dry, you're going to get split ends. Your hair is going to break off. That will increase more hair loss. And also your scalp, because your scalp routine is important, because it helps to reduce excessive shedding. So you need to take care of your ends, because if your ends are breaking off, you're not going to see new growth, you're not going to retain length. So you need to take care of your ends, because they're the oldest part of your hair, and if you don't give them special attention, you're not going to see growth in your hair. Your hair is going to grow, but you'll be stagnant, because your hair is growing but your hair is still breaking off. So you need to take care of your ends. I need to focus on your scalp routine. Those are the two most important things. Your ends and your scalp routine are very important. Your overall hair is important, but if you try and focus more on them, you see a lot more changes in your hair routine, in your hair growth rather. Third hack I'm going to talk about is knowing your hair porosity. Knowing your hair porosity is super important. It helps you to pick out products that work best for your hair, and also you choosing products that you can use on your particular type of hair. There's an easy test that you can take if you have low hair porosity, high porosity or medium porosity. It's just a simple test, making sure that your hair is washed and clean first off, and taking a strand of your hair and putting it in water. If it's down, that means if your hair floats to the top, that means you have low hair porosity. That means your hair doesn't absorb water or moisture quickly. If your hair falls down to the bottom of the cup, you will know that you have high hair porosity. That means your hair absorbs moisture a lot faster. And if it's just medium, that means your hair is in between, which is also fine. So knowing your hair porosity can help you choose better products for your hair, can help you pick out products, and also helps your hair care routine, because if you know what product you should use for your hair, it's super important for your hair to be taken care of. And knowing your hair porosity is so important. You need to know this. That's like a hack in getting your hair to grow longer, knowing your hair porosity. So the next thing I'm going to talk about, which I don't hear enough on, is knowing what type of hair strands you have. This is so important. I didn't know what particular hair strands I have until recently, and it has really helped me in taking care of my hair and knowing what protective hairstyles work for me. Knowing your hair strands play a major factor in mostly your protective hairstyles. And if you don't know protective hairstyles, they are mainly things that you do they are the hairstyles you put on your hair that helps you to retain length. And also, if you want to see your hair grow, you have to reduce manipulation, and reducing manipulation is putting your hair in a protective style. So knowing your hair strands is important because you don't know if you have fine hair strands, if you have thick hair strands, or if you have medium, what particular hair strands you have. So having fine hair strands restricts you from particular hairstyles, especially doing heavy or thick hairstyles. Or if you have thick hair strands, you can get away with doing heavy braids, but don't make it too heavy because you can also damage your hair regardless. So knowing your hair strands is so important. I have fine hair strands, so I have particular hairstyles that I stay off, or particular protective hairstyles I stay off. And also, if a protective hairstyle is tension free, a good protective hairstyle is a hairstyle that you can put into your hair, like do the protective hairstyles with low manipulation and also take them down with low manipulation, and it's tension free. So that's what I suggest. Like, knowing your hair strand is so important, and it's a very good hack in growing your hair to whatever length you want. The fifth one I'm going to talk about is don't be afraid to make mistakes. I know most people are afraid to make certain mistakes on their hair, but trust me, your hair is going to thrive back. So if I've made a lot of mistakes, I've made a lot of changes, but mistakes are important because if you make mistakes, that means it moves you to the right direction to make a better decision on your hair. So if you made a mistake on certain products, it's so easy, just change the product or look for a better product or do more research on how you can take care of your hair better. So it's so important to make mistakes, and it's so important for you to learn from the mistakes. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. I still make mistakes, and it has helped me in growing my hair better because I've been more than 6+ years natural, and it's just recently, not recently, but I'm still learning new things about my hair. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. I'm still learning new things about my hair, and you too can learn new things about your hair. That's the process, and just enjoy the process. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Learn from your mistakes. Look for research, like make research, watch videos, and follow hair pages that have similar hair textures to yours or have the same hair porosity as yours, because you can easily learn from their mistakes, and also you can easily know what products you can get. And not everybody's hair is the same thing. This product might work for me, it might not work for you. So learning mistakes, knowing your hair, and finding a good routine is so important. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. It happens to everyone. You learn from it and you move on. Your hair will literally grow back. Hair grows back, so it doesn't matter if you make mistakes. You can just easily move on from it. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. So the sixth hack I'm going to talk about is don't underestimate the power of hair treatments. Hair treatments are important, and you should know that treatments are used when your hair is lacking a certain thing. So hair treatment should not be done regularly. It shouldn't be done in your routine every single time. They are treatments, so you only do those treatments when your hair is lacking a certain thing. Like now, if your hair is lacking, if your hair is breaking off, if you're seeing that you're getting a lot of hair loss, that means I'll suggest you do a protein treatment. That means to reduce hair loss, to reduce shedding. And also, if your hair is always dry, I'll suggest you doing deep conditioning. And if your hair is maybe feeling dry or you need that moisture, I'll suggest doing like a honey and olive oil mask. And if you need like extra moisture on your hair, I'll suggest doing aloe vera on your hair. Like, there are a lot of treatments that you can do on your hair, and they are so important because it gives your hair that extra boost. It makes your hair feel healthy, moisturized. So don't underestimate the power of hair treatment. If your hair is lacking, if you know that your hair is like breaking off a lot, you can do research on what treatments you can try and want to get medical advice. That's also possible, but don't underestimate the power of hair treatments. They are so important, and I've done a lot of hair treatments that helped my hair a lot. So don't underestimate the power of hair treatment. That's one thing I will always say. So the seventh thing I'm going to talk about is do not focus on length, rather focus on the health of your hair. Trust me, if you are focusing on the health of your hair, over time your hair is going to get longer, and you won't even know when you get to your desired length, or you won't get past your desired length and maybe you want to cut it. So focusing on length shouldn't be shouldn't be your main goal. Length is important because obviously when I'm trying all these things, when I'm doing all this putting all this effort in my hair, I want to see that my hair is growing longer. But if your hair isn't healthy, it's going to cause more damage to your overall hair. Like now, if you have split ends and you don't cut them off, they're going to run through the length of your hair and cause more hair loss and breakage on your hair, and your hair will not look even. It will look dead. Like you will know when you need a trim. So focusing on the health of your hair is super important, and trust me, over time you're going to see that length that you want. So focus more on the health of your hair rather than the length of your hair. That's so important. The eighth thing I'm going to talk about is focus on your hair care routine and stick to what your hair loves. I spoke on routine a lot earlier in this video. Routines are so important, and your routine doesn't have to be so much product. Doesn't have to be so much things or products or a lot of things you're doing to your hair. Your routine can be small, simple, and it works so well for your hair. You don't have to follow everybody's routine. Like now, at the beginning of taking, like when I said taking my natural hair more seriously, I did a lot of routines. I did a lot of things to my hair treatment. I'm not saying that they were not good, but most of the times when you're doing a particular thing, it's still the same benefits of what you're getting from a particular another thing. Like for instance, I'm going to say doing a hair mask. Like now I'll do a honey and olive oil hair mask for moisture and for deep, for basically getting my hair moisturized. Meanwhile, I can use aloe vera for the same thing. So most of the times we use the same product that is still going to give the same results as another product. So having a lot of conditioners is good, but using a conditioner, using another conditioner, using another conditioner, it doesn't really make sense. So having a small routine that works well for you. And another thing I'm going to put into this is that expensive doesn't mean it's good. There are cheaper and affordable products that work better for your natural hair than just the expensive things. So finding a hair care routine that your hair loves and sticking to it is so important. And your hair thrives on a routine. You have to keep your hair on a particular routine for you to see that your hair loves it and your hair is doing better, your hair is healthy, it's growing longer, you're retaining more length. Having a routine and sticking to it is super important, especially if you're trying to grow your hair or if you want to see your desired length. So the ninth thing I'm going to talk about is not following trends. Stay with me on this. Like not everything you see trending should be what you like. You're seeing the product is trending and you have a good hair care routine, you have products that you use. I'm not saying that you should limit yourself to a particular product, but do your research before getting a particular product. Not because it's trending you want to get it. And that goes for hairstyles. Like there are a lot of hairstyles that come out every season. It's the summer season. Whatever hairstyle comes out this summer, that doesn't mean you should do it. You can do your own spin on that particular hairstyle. Maybe it work on that particular hairstyle, maybe to work for you, but not everything that is trending that you should hop on. Do your research first, take a step back, see if that's what's going to work for you. I saw a content creator that spoke about cloves and said that it has certain ingredients that if she uses that on a particular hair, because she has low porosity hair, it's not going to work for her. Her hair is going to get damaged, it's going to break. That's because she did her research on it. Like everybody used cloves, it worked for them, people saw their hair growing longer, but she did her own research and she found out that it won't work for her particular hair, so she didn't try it. So that's what I'm saying, like do your research before hopping on trends, and also make sure that you don't waste your money, because if you're getting every single thing that is trending, because trust me, marketing teams on certain brands, they work very hard to push out products to you guys to try out. I'm not saying don't try them out, but do your research before buying any single thing and make sure that's what's best for your hair and to help your hair grow. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is patience. I know it's cliche, everybody talks on it, but trust me, patience. Just be patient in everything. Patience is a general thing in life, and also you should add it to your hair care routine. Being patient is the most important thing, especially if you want to grow natural hair. Natural hair doesn't grow overnight. Your hair grows half an inch, at most an inch every month. And if you're doing protective hairstyles or you're over manipulating your hair, or your hair is breaking more than it's growing, trust me, it's going to take a long time before you see that desired length. That's why I'm saying that follow all these things that I've mentioned, and there are a lot of other things that you can do too, but these are the main top 10 things that I've done to my hair for someone that's been 6+ natural before actually taking her hair seriously and I've seen her hair grow a lot. So these are the things that I've done, and patience is so important. Just be patient with this journey. So yeah, that's the end of this video. If you have any comments or if you have any questions, put them in the comment section. I always answer all my comments. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Please do subscribe, it helps this channel, and also like, it does help a lot. So, and yeah, let me know if you want more of this series. I can give you another top, I can give you like my another 10 hacks that I've done, just to be more detailed in those other ones. And yeah, that's the end of this video, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.